everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Dr. Music Podcast. I am here today with a return visitor, Dale George Lytle from the band Angeles, and it is always great to have a return guest. It means I didn't screw up too bad the first time, right? Dale is the singer, guitar player, and songwriter for the band Angeles. Angeles released their platinum debut album called We're No Angels in 1984, and they have released more than a dozen albums since then. Just really prolific these days, too. The band's 2021 single, Nothing But Love, from their album Running Like An Outlaw, remained on the Billboard Mainstream Rock Indicator chart for 33 weeks, and it reached number 22. Great success lately. Dale and Angeles have just released a new single and video for a song called Band Plays On, and we are going to find out all about what Angeles has in store for us. Dale, it's always great to have you. Thanks for being back, man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, tell us about the new single. Band Plays On, great song. Will it be part of a new full-length record? Are we going to get more Angeles?
Yes, absolutely. Around probably March-ish.
All right.
And it's we just came up with the name for the new record. What was that again? Hold on a second.
No rhyme or reason.
No rhyme or reason.
Nice, nice. You came up with that right on the spot here, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. We're the first to hear about it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No rhyme or reason. Going to be the name of the new record around March. That's exciting, man. Now, it's been what, 9 albums now in 9 years or something? You're on a roll, man.
Yeah, this is going to be the 9th album.
Wow.
In 9 years. Yeah.
That's a lot of work, man. And anybody who's done an album knows that that's not easy to do. You don't just go in, push the button, and play. There's a lot going on, and you've been working hard for these past 9-10 years and your whole career, haven't you?
Yes, and it's just it's what I love to do. It's not it's work, but it's not. I mean, it's they say if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
Yep.
And that's how I feel about this. So it's just my passion, it's my love. I there's nothing else my brain thinks of.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that I love. It's my total passion.
Yeah, and that's beautiful, man. That you get the chance to do that, and it's a gift for sure, and it's a gift to have you do it for us, the fans, too. Really great. I noticed now. I see the ad for the song and the video, featuring a familiar name that fans will know, Claire Diane.
Correct.
From, of course, she does Femme Zeppelin, was with the band in the past as a permanent member. Was there any discussion of bringing Claire back into the band, or is this just a guest spot?
I believe I'm going to bring her back for the actual song. It was called Goodbye. But
excuse me. Our Way now.
It's going to be called On Our Way, and I'm going to bring her back for that one. I've kind of rewrote the tempo, rewrote made it more uppity and poppity and happy instead of slow and sad and depressing. And I still haven't talked to her about it, but I'm gonna do that shortly. Okay. And if we go back and do the whiskey in Hollywood, we also want to have her do some songs. I want to do some songs with her. And once we start touring next year, I'm going to have her do some songs, play some shows.
Excellent.
Not a lot. I mean, I'm being the lead singer, but have her come up for a couple songs and do the backgrounds on this one and that one and things like that.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Now, when she was in the band, I mean, it took on a little bit of a more gothic sound, a little more of a serious, deeper sound, it seemed.
Yeah.
And last time we talked, I know you had mentioned going back to that sound a little bit. You really wanted to dive into that with you singing. Have you done that with these new songs? And is there anything other than that you wanted to accomplish with the new set of songs?
You know, the song "No Rhyme or Reason" is a pretty good pretty kind of dark guitar type riff, and it's for no rhyme or reason, you know, and it's got that kind of thing to it, and
Right.
for no rhyme or reason, and it's pretty, you know, heavy. And in fact, I played it for our radio promoter this morning, Tim and Binder, and he really liked it. And but there's another one, you know, we're finally on our way. That one is going to be probably our next single to come out about February,
Cool.
right before the album's released.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy and dark. No Rhyme or Reason is.
Okay.
And I've just got so much stuff. I probably in the last month have actually recorded an extra 15 to 20 new minimum. And that's not even, you know, I'm experimenting now. I'm down to D tuning, and I'm on the new on the band plays on is in E flat. The rest are going to be down in D, and then I'm also using a drop C, and there's a lot of stuff sitting there, and we're working on 2 of them right now, or 3 of them, and then, you know, expand as we go on throughout the next, you know, 2 months.
Awesome. Now, when you were going into writing the new material, was there something that you wanted to bring out, something that you wanted to accentuate, you know, something really that, you know, I want more guitar solos in this, or I want it to be a little darker, or anything like that?
You know, it never really works that way with me. It did in theory with Killers of the Game with Claire. I wanted it to be more of in all like a certain subject, a certain topic for vocals, which she did a really good job with Killers of the Game, a little bit more serious and stuff. But then we came out with Hell in High Heels and Celebrate and whatnot, and Fired Up. And you know, getting back to your question, you know, when I pick up the guitar to start playing, I just usually come up with my first riffs right away. It's I don't sit down, so I'll just start playing, and it's whatever comes out. I never say, oh, I want to try and go dark, or I want to do this. It's just I don't know what it is. I pick it up and I just play, and that's usually within the first 30 seconds when something new will come out. Nice. And my wife will go run and get the camera and film it, and so I don't forget it. Because a lot of times, you know, that'll happen. Excuse me, forget the lick, you know.
Yep. Well, yeah, you're doing quite a few of them. You know.
Yeah, and you forget how it goes. You forget the feeling.
Right.
You forget how many times, whether you know it's a D chord or C A. It doesn't matter. It's the way it's attacked. Yeah. And no, I just do whatever comes.
That's great. That's great. It's very organic, very natural. It always has that sound too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Now you're on Dark Star Records.
Yeah.
Which is a division of Sony Universal.
Correct.
Huge company. What does that deal look like for you? Are you know, do you have a 2-record, 3-record deal, 1-record deal? You know, how does that work?
Open-ended. It's
okay.
Open-ended, and we just got a pretty good, nice check from them again.
Very nice.
They pay us. You know, we got a check from BMI for Nothing But Love, which actually came out in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So this song has just entered the top 40. It came in at 39 this week on the SM SMR charts, which is a new chart for the Billboard Indicator chart is now the SMR chart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's a secondary chart, and we're working and talking and discussing about going into the mainstream top 40 Billboard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's in discussion right now. We just talked to him this morning about that. So we're waiting to see if that's something that's going to be in realistic or not.
Yeah. Yeah. That's you've had great success on the other chart. And
Yeah,
you know, people are
our
like,
second top 40 song this year, which is really, and then, it's been a great year for us. That's all I'm trying to say.
yeah.
And we were on Bound for Hell on that compilation box, which is a beautiful box set. We waited 3 years for that to come out. And then we're also Hell Week, the 10th anniversary. That also came out in October. And we've got 3 songs off of Hell and High Hills on that, which is Celebrate Hell and High Hills. The show opens with Hell and High Hills. The guy, and I got the funniest story about that. We're watching it, right? And finally, we're in Ohio now. And we moved from California. And that's been in the works for 3 years. And ended up having 3 songs on it. And Hill the Moons is another one. But we're watching it, and we see this guy. It comes on. He's in a car, and he's turning around. And as he turns around, it comes on. It goes, "Oh, this is Angeles, Hell and High Hills on blah 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 radio station." Right. So he turns around. He's coming at the camera, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "Those are Ohio plates, Connie. Those are Ohio plates." And I'm like freaking out, and I'm like going, "I swear." And so we checked it out. We found out the producer lives 50 miles from where we live right now.
Wow.
He didn't shot it all here in Ohio.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
We didn't know that in California. We had no clue. That's
cool.
why when I'm watching the car come at the camera, and I clearly, if you watch Hell Week, it's not that scary. It's not that bad at all. As it's coming at you, you can see it's Ohio plates.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, Edward Edwell, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but we might even do a premiere for that. And we were discussing it with him in Ohio, and he lives about 50 miles from us.
Wow.
And I thought that was such a pretty cool coincidence.
Yeah, it's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here in Ohio.
What's that?
One of the stars.
Oh, one of the stars live here in Ohio as well.
One of the main guys.
Yeah, one of the main guys in the movie.
That's cool. That's way cool. Yeah, you're in Ohio now. That's a lot different than where you were when you were playing and writing a lot of your stuff. Does it change the way you write being in Ohio?
No. I said, we've got our studio in the basement, and we've got a 4-story here. And I always have my guitar, my little practice amp, right next to my couch where the TV is. And that way it makes me I look at it and it makes me grab it, and I got my Les Paul sitting right here next to the long couch. So I like to watch a lot of old Westerns and things like that, Rawhide and Gunsmoke and whatnot. It's kind of my escape, my time to relax.
Yeah.
You don't have to overthink. And I watch a lot of the older Westerns, and I just in commercials I'll pick it up, and all of a sudden, bam, there'll be something will come out. And Connie, like I said, my wife knows when I got something new, and she knows when I'm on to something. So she gets the camera, and there it is. And
that's great, man.
Yeah, we really came up with a really cool one in Drop C that I haven't heard back. But our drummer, Danny, that can't play anymore, he could play, but he had a prostate problem, and then he got forms of dementia, we believe. So he's going to be getting help for that from the doctors. But he still lives with us, and he'll jam with us here and there and do like 2 or 3 songs. Okay. But he went through a lot, and his prostate is like 3 times the size of a normal prostate, and he was bleeding and all that, but it all came back negative for cancer. That's good news.
That is really good news.
Yeah, and but yeah, it's just a really cool thing. And he was upstairs, and he come running down when this one riff that I was doing, and I haven't heard it back since we recorded it. We've been so busy sending out a bunch of EBKs for managers and booking agents and all that. That she's got to find time to go in there. I want to hear this, but Danny come running downstairs. I mean, Connie's over here with the camera, and it was really cool. And like I said, that happened about 3 weeks ago, and we haven't been able to get back and listen to it. And
Well,
I can't wait to hear it.
I was gonna say it's gonna be exciting when you do get back to it for sure.
It is. Yeah, I can't wait.
Man, and that's the joy of doing what you do for sure. You're creating these things that give you great joy and excitement like that, and that's it's pretty special, man. Pretty special.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to hear Angeles music that hasn't heard Angeles music, what would be the first thing you'd suggest for them to listen to? What should I put on for that guy who wants to hear your Angeles music?
I would have to say, I mean, I honestly like our new stuff. I like our new song. Band plays on. Yeah. If there was somebody who were to walk in here right now and say, I want to hear Angeles, I put Band plays on. I put that on. And then I think second would be Running Like an Outlaw, and then I think third could be Rolling Like Thunder, Hell on High Hills, probably maybe God, Country, and King. Yeah. Just some of the Celebrate's a great one. Heal the Wounds is really I love very much. The Magic, Wicked off of Fired Up, Storm, Riding the Eye of the Storm is a really great one. Killers of the Game, Crazy, Following Fallon. I mean, Claire Diane. I mean, that whole record, both those records we did with her, I love them dearly. Yeah. I mean, in other words, I couldn't just play one.
Right.
I would get them so turn it off already. I love my library. If you want to look real quick, let me pull this up here. Cool. This is starting with Worno Angels. There's that. I don't know if you can see it or not. And the little wall behind us and the Billboard charts. And these are all the CDs right here.
Just awesome.
Those are a couple core. That was a guy that couldn't sing, but was bugging me. And we ended up writing most of our greatest songs with him, me and him. So many great ones. But there's the Hell Week thing, and there's our dog, and there's our Christmas tree. And
awesome.
There's our cowboy movie.
TV, there's our cowboy movie. It's there's Clint Eastwood. I was just seeing a thing right now that he's 92 years old.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, he's still hanging in there though.
Yep.
He's still with us.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's I look at all that stuff and it's like, it's your life, and it's your career, and it's everything that you love there. And it's got to be a great feeling to have all of that. It's great for us out here, to see you still doing this, see you happy, making music for us. It's really special, man.
It's such a pleasure, and I'm really very lucky, very blessed, and very lucky, and very fortunate to have everything that I do have. Man. And sometimes I have to think about that, and I'm always trying to grab for the moon and go that higher step. And like AC/DC says, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Yeah,
and it is, but it's also a fun ride.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of work, nonstop dedication. But would I want or be doing anything else in my life? If it was, it would probably be really horrible stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad I found this love at the age of 12 years old, and it's never let me down. It's always been there. Man. And
It's great, man. It is really good. Not too many people get to realize that happiness, in doing what they love to do, and being able to do that for as long as you have. And
And the other thing, Scott, is the pleasure I get when I hear that somebody, like the other day on Facebook, he tagged me, and he's in England, and he's playing "Rolling Like Thunder" on his guitar,
mhm.
and that's and knowing that these people, the pleasure they get by something that just was created from nothing,
Yeah,
that's a really humbling thing to have
yeah,
is the pleasure that other people get from um, I'm just having fun doing what I love to do, but it goes beyond that. It's making other people happy.
yeah. Oh, completely. You've touched the many, many, many lives over the years, and probably saved a few, more than a few. In haven't been feeling great, put your music on, and it really pulls them out of a dark place. And that's the minstrels of the world like yourself who are playing music and giving us this gift that you have. It's really a special thing, and I admire what you do so much.
Thank you.
It is something special for us out here, for
So
sure.
how do we find your can you write this down? How do we find your link to be able to see something like your show?
Yeah,
Um
absolutely. My show is on Dr. Music on YouTube. Uh,
Dr. Music on
it's
YouTube.
youtube.com/Dr. Music interviews.
Okay.
But it is hosted also on the All Music Magazine website. So that's allmusicmagazine.com. And you can
Allmusicmagazine.com
yep, yep, and
website.
you can find most of that there. I'll put links too
All
uh
right.
in the description, and you can catch them there. And yeah, we love having return guests, man. I
Well, I love coming back and talking with you, and you're such a nice, great person, and fantastic
thank you. Thank you.
to be here with you.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, and I always love having you. My door is always open to you. And I know you're going to be making music for years to come. It's a great feeling to know that too. We have these bands that we love, and we rely on them for this music. It's just we wait with bated breath for more stuff, and it's pretty great. You're just it's like you're constantly giving. And I think about a live show, and that's our chance to show how much we love you and how much we appreciate the music. Live and in person there. Are you thinking about a tour this time around? Is that a
We're
possibility?
looking, yes, we're really looking into it. We want the right one, and there's some we're waiting to see what you know comes together, and
Mhm.
we are definitely sometime in hopefully spring after the album comes out. We would love to do that, and
Yeah,
it goes back to getting the right manager and the right booking agent, and
sure.
maybe getting big time entertainment with Sullivan. I would love to have him work with us, and we've been trying to knock at his door. Jody has been, and she's the greatest, by the way. Jody is. I want to give her.
Absolutely.
She's the
Absolutely.
nicest person. God, she is just such a wonderful person.
Yes, I work with many, many, many publicists and many great publicists, I might add. But nobody's Jody. She's just a special human, man.
She is.
She
Gosh,
really is. I love her like a sister, and
yeah,
she's great, man.
she is fantastic.
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
your doggy?
yeah. This is Paisley,
Golden Retriever.
a golden retriever. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So gorgeous.
Thank
Great
you, thank
dogs.
you. We've had German Shepherds, we've had Cockapoos, we've had all kinds of breeds here. I'll tell you, there's nothing like a golden retriever,
They're,
man.
they're, they're adorable. They're
They
great
are,
animals.
she is the sweetest dog. There's not an aggressive bone in her body. She
Oh,
is
no.
just so
And they
sweet.
love the water. They love water.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
it's
love water.
yes, yes. She's special.
Yeah.
I love my animals, man. You know,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We
Oh,
had one we lost December 20th.
oh, sorry.
No, 21st. We went to Graceland with her, but she was really not with us that much. I mean, she
Yeah,
was pretty much gone at that time, and we had to put her down the day after on 21st of December
yeah.
last year. And we've got I'm gonna walk you over here real quick
Okay.
before we go. And this is her little memorial. That's her blanket, her
Ah,
little blankets. And that
that
was a Graceland in her blanket because she wasn't doing good.
right.
That's her mixing council award.
Ah, that's awesome.
And there's us at the beach in Long Beach. And then where's the other great one I love? This was her favorite thing to do. I don't know if there's enough light for you to see that. That's her in my lap when I'm playing the guitar.
Ah, that's awesome.
And she used to love to sit in my lap. And I mean, I'd do my lead solos and she would be riding away. She would just be there.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that was a good picture of her.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, her name was Kooky, and she was a Kooky nut, and she was just amazing, amazing. I mean, she was my best friend
Yeah.
for many years, and Connie brought her when we got together,
Ah,
and just a great. Oh man, my heart breaks. It's
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, it's
It's
so
tough. It's tough. I had nightmares when my cockapoo passed, before Paisley here. It
it's
it's
horrible.
it is. It is. It's so wonderful to have that companionship when they're here. Saying goodbye is so difficult, but we do it again and again, don't we?
Yeah,
Uh,
we haven't yet. I'm
yeah.
not sure if I'm going to put myself through that again.
I, I,
Honestly, I don't know if I could. I can't. And you're probably the same way, but I we haven't done it yet, and I don't know if we're going to. I'm not really sure. It was the last one was just so beyond crushing. It was
yep. Yep.
like she'd be sitting in my lap right here. I'd be playing guitar. I don't care what I did. She rode the way, boy.
Yeah.
I mean, jamming at rehearsal. That was her favorite thing. She'd sit there and look at me and make me put her up on my lap, and she would, no matter what I did, she'd be right there. She'd just hang on.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I
It was,
thought the same thing. I wasn't ready. And I told my wife, I can't sleep at night. I'm having nightmares. I never have nightmares. When I lost him, he was my best friend,
yeah,
and
yeah,
life was different. There
yeah,
was a hole, and I didn't know if I could go through that again. Same thing. And
yeah,
they wanted me, they knew I needed something to fill that hole. And
yeah.
I wasn't ready to take on another pet, but they brought her home. They just brought her home and said,
Okay.
just try it. She's great.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. And then,
Yeah.
after a day,
Yeah.
it was
A
like,
few hours.
yeah, yeah. And she was
Yeah.
really young, less than a year. And I thought, wow, I could have another, long time.
Yeah.
Maybe another beautiful decade with a great companion. And
Right.
we did it. We
Yeah.
pulled the trigger on it, and I'm not regretting it. I got to tell you, my friend.
Wow. Okay.
She is
Well,
she
I got to really think about what you said right now,
yeah, yeah,
because that's a very deep, important thing that you just said, and I got to really consider that for me and my wife,
yeah.
because yeah, it's deep. It's deep.
Yeah, and I don't ever forget, Duncan, the last one. He's special. I got his collar right here.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got it
See,
sitting right by me.
we can be brothers, I think.
Yeah, totally, man, totally. So yeah, yeah. Think about it, man.
Yeah.
She's filled that hole for me. And I'd love to see I'd love to see you have another great companion. So
Beautiful animal.
yeah,
Just
thank
gorgeous.
you. All right, Dale, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
This has been great, man. I love spending time with you. Like I say, my door is always open. Yeah, please come back. We'd love to have you back.
Absolutely. And thank you. And
Yep.
thank you very much for having me, and happy holidays.
You too. You too. Enjoy.
Okay.
Definitely.
And save your family.
All
Have a
right. You
okay. Bye
too.
bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.